What up, y'all? What up, y'all? This is Ronnie Ray's Random List. Random List. People normally do top 3, top 5, top 10, top 100. I'm picking a number and I'm going with it. I'm picking a number and I'm going with it. So I'm going to say this. Today's number, 13. 13 is today's number. 13 of the top Jay-Z albums of all time. My list, because I'm a fan of Jay. Congrats, getting into the Hall of Fame, bro. This is what it is. I'm a fan, so I listened to all the albums. And I'm going to say this. There's not really a bad album on here. You know what I'm saying? So people like, that album was trash, whatever. But I can still listen to it. It's still listenable, if that's a word. Listenable. I still listen to it. So now I'm going to say solo album, because Jay-Z got an album with his wife. He got Kanye album. He got with the rock band. He got R. Kelly albums. No, we're doing Jay-Z by himself. So here we go. Number 13. Number 13 is Kingdom Come. I think Kingdom Come will probably be everybody's number 13 of Jay-Z's album. But Jay-Z, I like that title track is dope. He got some crossover hits on there. It's listenable. Like I said, I can listen to it. I ain't have a problem buying it. I listen to it all the time. So number 13 is Kingdom Come. Number 12, top Jay-Z albums in my opinion, is Volume 3. Volume 3, I love the intro. I love Put Your Hands Up. I love Big Pimpin'. You know what I mean? Other than that, like I think he was kind of like just going through the motions. And I digged it though. I thought the album was cool. And like I said, I can listen to it all the time. When it was out, that's what I had in the CD deck. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day with the CD deck, I had Volume 3 playing. So number 12 is Volume 3. Number 11, I'm gonna say Magnum Carter. Number 11 is Magnum Carter because I like the Tom Ford cut. Probably can boost it up. That's one of my favorite Jay-Z songs. That beat alone is just hard, man. That shit is hard. It used to crack me up when he played the basketball games and they couldn't say nigga. That shit was hilarious. But yeah, Magna Carta. I didn't care too much for the Justin Timberlake cut at the top. I thought it was alright, but like Holy Grail, like it's alright. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of the album was cool. Rick Ross cut was dope. He had a cut with Nas on there. So hey man, number 11, Magnum Carta, Holy Grail. Number 10. I'm going to go with his probably biggest crossover success. Number 10, Blueprint 3. Blueprint 3 had all the crossovers. Run This Town, Death to Auto Tunes. One of my favorite cuts on there, Already Home. Ambition, One Man for Real. That shit, I'm a fan of that album. Even though it didn't sound like the old Jay-Z, it's Jay-Z with money. So I was like, yo, this is cool. He put an album out, dope. I think Kanye did most of the album, so it was dope on there. So, number 10, Blueprint 3. Number 9 is The Dynasty. Number 9 is The Dynasty, dude. We just got through talking, me and bro, like, man, that intro alone puts it above most of his albums because Dynasty, nigga, you like, yeah, in the CD deck. Then Change the Game comes on, and then I Just Wanna Love You pops up, and it's like, this is dope, man. And then it goes down. He has some mellow cuts. He had that couple Scarface, couple with Snoop Dogg and shit. And he did the 1-800 Hustlers. That's what I'm like, yo, okay, I'm digging this. So Dynasty. The Dynasty is number 9. Number 8 on the list. Number 8 is what made him a superstar to me. The World, he got the crossover, man, with the Annie cut. Number 8 is Volume 2. Volume 2, number 8, Hard Knock Life. That song's on there. Jigga What, Jigga Who. The cut with Ja Rule and A Million. And the cut with X, man. Rest in peace to X, man. Money, Cash, that shit went hard, you know what I'm saying? But hey, there was some cuts on there that was some crossover stuff. Like, not my favorite album, but it was dope. It still was dope. It was playable, so I ain't tripping on it. That's the word. Listenable is not a word. Playable is. So it was dope. So it made him a star. I think that's his biggest selling to the date, I think so. Volume 2 is number 8. Number 7, personal to me. This is when I really started coming to fan. Y'all like, you late as hell when you say this shit. I was late. Number 7 to me is Blueprint. 2.1. I'm gonna say 2.1 instead of the 2 because I think he had too many unnecessary tracks on the double album, but he broke down and got the best tracks on 2.1, and he got the remix to Excuse Me Miss on there, which that was like a summer banger in 03, man. So to me, he had Hobie Baby, he had The Watcher with Rakim. Shh, that shit was crazy, man. So Blueprint 2.1, Blueprint 2.1, number 7. Number 6. I had to change the list because I had to reorder this after we had a discussion. Number 6 to me, In My Lifetime, Volume 1. Y'all probably like, why Volume 1, man? Come on, man. That title track at the top, where I'm from, he just had Streets Was Watching. He had all kind of shit. I was like, yo, this shit is dope as hell, man. So, yo, listen to it now. It's like you have more respect for it. It was just, I think, probably because Big passed and he had the song Sunshine on it. It's like, and that Belong to the City with Blackstreet. Like, you don't need that. Like, you harder than that, Jay. So, yeah, Volume 1, though. Volume 1 is number 6 to me. Number 5. Number 5, top 13 Jay-Z albums of all time, in my opinion, is 444. Now, a lot of people probably won't agree. Like, man, what the hell is that? The adult Jay with kids? We don't care for that shit. But, hey, man, I digged it. Like, the Fuck Jay-Z song, the 444 track, Family Feud. Yo, he was speaking some shit on that, man. So, yo, shout out to that one, man. I'd say number 5, 444. Okay, now we getting down to the top 4. It's about to get interesting because y'all be like, what are you talking about? Hey, man, it's my list. Make your own if you don't like it. Number 4, to me. Number 4, top 13 Jay-Z albums of all time is American Gangster. American Gangster, it seemed like he thought about it a little bit more. Every track was like, he watched the movie and came up with the tracks, and it comes on with the Denzel saying the line from the movie, and Idris Elba's talking at the top, and then he comes in. I think what really made me like this album a lot, because when he did the VH1 listening, he did the whole concert with the album, and I was like, yo, this is dope. Like, all right, I gotta get this album. That really made me go out and get it. So, number 4 on my list, American Gangster, Jay-Z. Number 3, people probably had this as number 1 because this shit is a banger. So, hey, number 3 to me was the first attempt putting the album out there. They, him, Dame, and Biggs put it out themselves, man. This was a hottie, man. Yo, Reasonable Doubt. The opening track alone, beginning of that album, the first track you hear is Can't Knock the Hustle. That's, Ain't No Nigga comes on, come on, man. Damn, James is killing that, man. He was killing that 22 twos on there. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, he killed that, man. Just like Pac was hot, Big was hot. So you ain't know, like, who was this new guy? Nas was out, Wu-Tang was out. So he like, who is this guy? But he came in and held his own. So yeah, Reasonable Doubt is my number 3 Jay-Z album. Number 2 Jay-Z album out of the 13 on my list. Number 2, The Blueprint. The Blueprint. I'm going to say this. I had just moved to Cali. I was there for like a year. This album comes out. I'm not a big fan yet. Like, this is near the end, too, near the first run. And I'm like, all right, let me listen to this album everybody talking about. So I went to the store. I don't know, because this is when record stores were out. And I was able to put the headphones on and play it. So I'm going through the tracks. And I saw one track that said featuring Eminem. And I'm like, yo, Renegade with Hard. I'm like, yo, this is dope as fuck. So I'm going to buy this shit just because of that. So I played it. Renegade's at the end. I played it straight through. I'm like, yo, I ain't had no skips. And he killing it. Yo, this is hot. So I played the album yesterday again, see if I felt the same way. So that's one of my favorite rap albums, period. So number 2, Jay-Z list, The Blueprint, man. The Blueprint. Number 1, man. Number 1. Y'all probably like, why you pick that for number 1? Because probably a lot of people don't have that. This one is number 1. Number 1, to me, top Jay-Z 13 albums all time. Number 1 to me is the Black Album. The Black Album to me is incredible. It's incredible, dude. I remember running to the store and getting it, ripping off the package, threw it in the CD deck. It comes on. I'm like, yo, first track, dope, with the moms at the top. Then what more can I say comes on? He kills it, man. Then Encore comes on. Killing it, man. And what's after that? Brush his shoulder. Cut the album off. Cut it off. He killing the shit. I think probably the weakest track to me, and it's actually a cut, Justify My Thug, and the cut with Cedric at the top. Those two I kind of like stopped playing, but I let it play a couple of days ago before I wrote this shit out. And I'm like, yo, he actually speaking some shit on there. So I'm like, yo, damn near flawless album to me. I'm a fan of that one. That's dope. And probably the song I like the least is probably 99 Problems, but that's the biggest hit on there. So, well, you can't go wrong. So, number one, top Jay-Z albums, in my opinion, of 13, the Black Album. So, what do you think, people? What do you think? Subscribe right now. Follow this. Watch it. Share with people. I want to know what you think. What your number one albums are, man. What you think about Jay-Z, Jigga Man? You know what I'm saying? Hall of Famer. Hip-hop. Hov. God. Jigga. S. Dot. Beyonce husband. I don't know. I can't go give them more names. But, hey, that's it, man. So, yo, shout out to Jay. Thanks for the music, bro. Hot 13 albums, in my opinion. What do you think? Subscribe.